I just wanted to know right off the bat, what projects have you been working on, and what has been keeping you so busy lately?
Besides being a mom, which puts that on a whole other level, I of course have my 2 restaurants in New York. I've been doing quite a bit of TV on various cooking shows and the Today Show, and I've been working with incredible brands and building my brand on finding solutions for busy working mothers, because a few years ago a little boy came into my life and changed my whole world. And I really felt that there was a need. So many mothers were asking me questions, taking my knowledge as a chef and as a working mother, as a busy working mother, and teaching women how to incorporate time-saving tips for their children to eat healthier food.
So along those lines, why do you think it is so hard for us, I know myself personally, to plan ahead and to eat healthy during the week? What are the biggest obstacles that are causing that for us?
I think that we are just way too busy. And I'm a victim of this. So you really have to try and take a step back and plan accordingly, much like you plan things for work or you're focusing on your children's homework. You have to plan, and not to the nth degree, but have the right tools around you to plan for making sure that you're set up for failure instead of set up for success. So if you have a cabinet full of cookies and ice cream and chips, your kids are going to go for that. They're going to spoil their appetite. If you spend about 90 minutes on a Sunday and you shop and you prep some really healthy snacks during the week, not only for your child but for yourself, you're more likely to succeed, because during the week we get busy, we're hungry, and then we make bad choices.
I'm definitely a victim of that.
So, yeah, I mean, one of the things that's so important is, because we are so busy, is to find products and solutions that work for you. And that's why I'm so excited to be working with lbys, because they created veggie cups, which I think is genius. They've created these single portion size veggie cups, sweet corn, sweet peas, peas and carrots, cut green beans, and they're individually portioned. They're already cooked. You can just pop them in the microwave, or you can just drain them and incorporate them into any of the foods that you're making, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or you just want to put them as a snack in and of itself in the lunch bag. And these are just sneaky, fun ways to get your kids to eat food. And I have a bunch of recipes, so I can show you some of them.
Awesome. I'm sure our readers would definitely be interested in that.
So just remember. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I think the most important thing is it's not just breakfast, not just dinner or lunch, but start with breakfast. You got to get those vegetables in everywhere you can. So my son does not like vegetables, but now I'm training him to like them, and he would not eat peas even when I put him in mac and cheese. But for breakfast, I put them in an egg scramble, and all of a sudden he loves it. So I make a veggie egg scramble, and it's so easy. You scramble an egg, you just drain the peas, and you add it in, and all of a sudden you have peas for breakfast in the morning, which is great, and you can feel good sending your kid off to school with a high-protein breakfast. Also, for dinner, I take a classic dish like a meat sauce, a bolognese, and I've made a healthier version. So I've done it with turkey, which is a leaner meat, and I've also added a veggie cup of peas and carrots portion in there, and that's great for dinner time over pasta. And then a couple days later, we could recycle, and women love to recycle. Put it between bread, and you have a great sandwich for your kid for school. And it gets them out of their boring sandwich rut, because kids get bored. So we have to entice them. And one of my favorite recipes is my Mexican chicken corn salad. Not only does my kid love it, but I love it too. You can take a grilled chicken breast. You can even buy them grilled, or you can do it on a Sunday night and have a few for the week, and you just slice it. And there's great containers today for children, so you can serve lunch, a salad for lunch at school. Take some grilled chicken, add some sweet corn, single serving size of a lbys cup, some shredded cheese, because kids love cheese, but go for the part skim version, the lighter version, some black beans. It's very visual, and the kids get to pick at the different items which they love, especially toddlers. They like to try different things. Bacon, because if I put bacon on anything, then my kid will likely eat it. So a little bit of healthy fat doesn't hurt anyone. And some cherry tomatoes, full of rich in lycopene, which is great. And here's your perfect salad with just an easy extra virgin olive oil lime vinaigrette.
That sounds delicious.
It is, and it's delicious for adults too. And remember, our children follow what we do, so if they see us eating the vegetables, then they're going to eat the vegetables. And another thing I like to do is get them involved in cooking when you have time and when you're making dinner. If they're nagging you, give them a task. Say, you know, if they can drain the corn or cut this or put this in a plate. Yes, they'll make a little bit of mess, but you're doing something with them and it encourages them to eat what they've created. And they'll try something that they normally wouldn't try because they can feel very proud that they helped make your meal.
So for my readers looking to get more of these recipes or the exact measurements, is there a website they should go to? Is there a book that they should check out?
Absolutely. Just go to getbacktothetable.com for all my recipes and more.
Awesome. So switching subjects a little bit, do you have any projects coming up on the Food Network? I know you were involved with Iron Chef America and Next Iron Chef. Is there anything we should be looking out for?
Well, I'm doing quite a bit of episodes with Beat Bobby Flay. I'm doing the Today Show, and I'm waiting to see if they're going to relaunch Iron Chef. It's on a hiatus right now, so we need all our listeners to call in because I think it's going to come back again. So hopefully I'll be filming again soon.
I hope so. I know a lot of people that read our site are very interested in those kind of shows, so I will definitely include that.
Oh, absolutely.
And I am a huge Beat Bobby Flay fan. I think that show is great.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun. And every time I've hosted, we've beat Bobby Flay. So.
Well, that is an accomplishment right there.
Absolutely.
So is there anything else that you want my readers to know or helpful tips when they're meal planning or working towards a more healthy lifestyle?
Yes, I mean, a lot of it is planning, variety, trying new things, looking for products. Make sure you're reading the labels because we are a convenience society and we are looking for solutions for our busy lifestyle. And you don't have to feel guilty about buying prepackaged foods, but make sure you're reading the labels carefully. You want to know what's going in those packages. It's so, so important. And just trying new things and retraining your palate. I think that as children, and it goes into adulthood, you train your palate one way, it's accustomed to one thing, but it's good to I like to do these fasts where I get off salt, sugar, fat, and then you reintroduce foods and you discover you love and gravitate toward healthy. So if you keep healthy around and you get rid of the stuff, it's almost like out of sight, out of mind. It's going to really, really help you.
That is awesome advice, and I know a lot of our readers are trying to go down this path, especially with the Sunday meal planning, so I think they're going to really like that.
Yeah, it's the time to do it on Sunday. I think there's always an hour, and that 1 hour on Sunday will save you a lot of grief during the week. It really does if you prepare and you shop smart and you plan. And also, for example, I know we all like to eat as a family together, but especially when you're dealing with younger children, like 3, 4 years old, they tend to eat earlier. My son eats at 6 o'clock, and I don't usually eat till about 7. So I like to create single serving size recipes for my son, and that's how my recipes are written on the website, getbacktothetable.com. So it makes it easier for moms, and you're making sure that they get their vegetables, they get their protein, they get a very well-balanced meal if you cook for them, and then you can sit with them.
Oh, that's awesome. That's such a creative idea. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, and then when you eat your dinner, hopefully they're in bed, and so you can enjoy your dinner with a glass of wine. That's the goal.
Oh, definitely. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, I think that's about it. I'm just really thrilled to be working with lbys, and back to school right now, there's so many rules and regulations with nut allergies, so we really have to try and get creative. You can't slap a peanut butter and jelly sandwich anymore together. You really have to find fun new ways to get creative and just do a lot of research online. All the information is there, and if you plan ahead, half the job is done.
Well, thank you very much for your time, and I am excited to work on this article, and hopefully our readers can write in and talk about their experiences, and if they go to getthetable.com, what recipes they use. So I will definitely encourage that.
Oh, my final tip, I'm sorry, is that snack
drawer
you're fine. Or a cabinet that everyone has and your kid knows exactly where it is. You have to get rid of all that stuff and hide it in a place that they can never find and replace it with healthy things. At first, they're going to reject it, but eventually when they're hungry, they're going to start eating it and liking it. So you really have to kind of be a little stealth-like and tricky with your children.
I might have to have my roommate do that for myself, so I do not know where that food is anymore.
That's true.
Oh. Well, thank you very much for taking the time to talk with us.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you.